Yo, what's good, fam? Welcome to PNP. Today's episode is brought to you by CBDX.com. And CBDX.com is not your average CBD company. We've all tried CBD, and none of it is like the real deal. CBDX is the real deal, and CBDX.com ships right to your front door. Right now, my listeners get 20% off their orders at CBDX.com with the promo code PNP. CBDX makes delicious gummies, amazing flour, tremendous cartridges. All products look, smell, taste, and feel the same, and they actually work. CBDX.com is the future. Go to CBDX.com, enter the promo code PNP for 20% off all orders, plus a free gift from the CBDX team. Don't use CBDX products before driving, operating heavy machinery, or getting tested. CBDX.com, enter the promo code PNP for 20% off all orders. CBDX loves football, and that's why they're here. Show CBDX some love and support the show. 20% off. Yo, what's good, fam? What's good with everybody? Welcome to PNP. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know who y'all came to see. Mainly Rashad, not Dave, but that's okay.
I know. I've been reduced from the totem pole, man. Just like Facebook disappeared, I disappeared into an oblivion. What's going on, man?
All right, I'm just messing around with Dave. Dave, what's good, man? Hey, listen, we got beat this weekend, bro. We got humbled a little bit, brought down to earth. We was going to the Super Bowl, was going 17-0. That was the plan, Dave. And then the Cowboys, then the Cowboys got in the way. The Cowboys got in the way. So it's all good. It happens. You win some, you lose some. We're gonna dive deep. Pause. Okay, we're gonna get into this joint. We're gonna talk about it. You know how we talk about the game within the game. We're gonna talk about some stock up, stock down. Some may be surprising today. I got some surprises for y'all. It ain't gonna be chalk like it normally is.
So you're telling me that I'm gonna have to disagree with you today, is what I'm hearing.
No, I don't think you. I think you might disagree with one. But I got it's a valid reason. But I got you, Dave. You know, I come on, man. It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good. All right. So before we get into this, man, Dave, how was your weekend, bro? What's good with you?
I mean, A&T won on Saturday.
Facts, Aggie pride all day.
That's why the shirt's on today. Overall, man, you know, I've talked about it recently. My wife had shoulder surgery, so I've been primarily taking care of her for the last couple of days. Things of the sort. Nothing crazy. I mean, I'm prepping for Metroid Day on Friday. You know what I'm saying? And I'm prepping, and my boy Luke from Charlotte came out with an album today. So I've been listening to that all day. So it's a pretty good day today. Shout out to Dreamville. Shout out to Cole. Shout out to rapper Big Pooh. Shout out to Fonte. Shout out to all them boys. North Carolina represent today.
Yeah, no.
Really dope album too. Huh?
And I like how you said North Carolina. I appreciate
that. Yeah, I mean, look, man, look. I don't look. South Carolina, we got James. We got James Brown. I mean, that's all we got. We got James. We got Hootie. You know what I'm saying? We got Hootie in the Blowfish.
You definitely got Hootie, bro. You definitely got Hootie, dog.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we got our pieces. I mean, everybody can't be South Carolina, man. It is what it is.
Hey, before we get into the Panthers game, I got a question. This is a very, very reasonable question. How do you have a rain/lightning delay with a dome, bro? How does that happen?
If they made a decision to leave the dome open.
Well, can't you just close the shit? That's the whole point of having the dome.
Not if you made a decision prior to.
Well, anyway, if you're waiting for the Raiders-Chargers game, which is going to happen on Monday Night Football, it is delayed due to some weather events. But they have a dome. I don't know. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and jump into this, man. I don't get paid enough. Man.
I know we didn't want to talk about underdogs so early, but you know, did you put some bets in, man?
I did. I got, man. It hasn't been looking pretty. Well, my bookie bets have been doing just fine. My bookie. I had a rough college weekend. But the Saints killed me yesterday. I had a 16 parlay that was looking good until the Saints. Everything else hit except for the Saints. So screw the Saints. But my bookie is looking great. Underdog, I'm getting killed, bro. I had yesterday wasn't good. Leonard
Oh, no, it
Leonard
wasn't good for
Fournette.
me.
Yeah, Leonard
I
Fournette
almost
went
gave
way
up my
over.
winnings. I almost gave up all my winnings back, and I made a decision to yank out an amount. I'm
You
running with what
pull
I
out game strong, Dave.
certifiable. I at least took what I won on Thursday out. I took that out already. That's already gone. So I'm pretty
Dave
much
has some scares, yo. Dave got to hit that plan B. Pull
yo.
out game.
Listen,
Pull
man.
out
So
game strong, dog.
I yanked. Like I got some in tonight for the Monday night game. I did the tournament again. I did the draft going. I have a best ball lineup set up, and I might do some more best ball lineups. Because best ball doesn't start until week 6, so I'll probably do a couple more drafts for best ball, and I'll probably do some more games depending on how it goes tonight. But I have to win tonight if I'm going to be doing any more games. I have yanked out. I yanked out my tournament winnings
Pull
from
out
Thursday.
game.
Oh yeah.
Pull out game strong.
Dude, listen, you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to run away.
Facts. That's a fact.
Listen,
Smart man. Smart man, Dave. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. It's a bunch of people. Grandizer, John, Mr. J the 6, Robert. Shout out to Rob. He said he can't stay tonight, but pause. He can't make the rest of the show. But he wanted to say what's up, man. Keep pounding. Shout out to Rob. Shout out to Tevin. Who else we got in the chat? What's good? Dominique. Who else? Dominic. We got Tyler. We got Matthew. Underground
Snowman.
West, the Snowman. Shout out to Austin. Grandizer, Brad, Aiden. What's good, everybody? Maurice. So Tim S. Everybody here, bro. Everybody in the building. Shout out to everybody showing up on time to get this good content. All right, but let's go ahead and get this thing going here. Get the screen share popping. All right. So if you're not a Patreon member, go over to patreon.com/PantherNationPC. I just put up a poll for our franchise and MVP members to vote on what they want to get broken down from the game. Gave them several options. It looks like why did we get gashed through the run so heavily is the choice so far. So I'm going to look at that. When the All-22 comes out,
man,
I'm going to look at it. I'm going to break it down and give it to the people. Go ahead, Dave.
I understand that that's what the people want to see, but you don't want to see that shit. We need to be looking at why Sam Darnold ain't out here getting these wide open looks. Why they ain't taking these advantage of these looks? That's the one as an admin. That is the one that I voted for. I get a vote too, damn it.
You do. Your vote matters, Dave. All votes matter.
That's what I voted for.
I voted too. So all votes matter. Matter.
I voted to see why Sam wasn't out here taking these deep shots. We already know why he's not taking the deep shots. We'll probably get into that later. We'll get into it. But yeah, we're gonna talk about that. But Patreon members, that vote is out there. So if you become a Patreon member, I give them an opportunity to vote on what I'm going to break down from a film perspective. Now that All-22 is back and I'm on a schedule now, the Thursday night game threw me off last week. So now we're back on a scheduled program here. I'm going to start looking at it on Wednesday once it comes available. All right. So shout out to all the free agents. It's a lot of y'all, man. So shout out to all the free agents in the building. Y'all deserve y'all shout outs. And I don't know where the rest of them. Here we go. Shout out to the franchise players. All you guys are good people. Shout out to Jared, Bradley, Blue Seltzer, Adam, John in the chat. I know John in the chat. Shout out to William, Eddie always in the building. Darius, D'Angelo, Charles, Burns, Ace always in the building too. And the MVPs, the real MVPs, Tyree, Aiden Watt. Shout out to T Swing. T Swing was last month's MVP winner, giveaway winner, and he won a $100 gift card to Pristine Auction. Pristine Auction is where I purchase a lot of the items that I do give away. And I've been really slacking with getting shit in the mail on time. So I said, F it. I'm just gonna get in the money, let them buy it for themselves this month. And so shout out to T Sween. He won a $100 gift card to Pristine Auction. And shout out to Dominic. He won a $25. He's a non-MVP member, but he just showed up. So sometimes you win when you just show up. I don't guarantee it every time. But if you show up to our
PNP Confidential, where we give all the behind-the-scenes stories and everything that's going on with the channel. If you show up, you may have an opportunity to win. So shout out to both of those guys. Shout out to Noli, shout out to BS, Matthew, Austin, Ruben, J. Hudge, Charlton, RJ, Marcus, Coach P, Austin, and Antoine. Shout out to all you guys, the real MVPs. All right. So that was last week. All right, let's talk about these injuries, bro. Because we didn't get out scot-free. We didn't get out scot-free. However, there is a bit of positive news here. Christian McCaffrey is expected to practice on Wednesday, and he will be reevaluated and could potentially be a game-time decision against the Philadelphia Eagles. That is great news. Although I thought we did pretty fine without him. I do know that.
Say that, man.
I mean, it's just a fact. I mean, we were fine. I'll hold my thoughts, but I thought we did
hold
fine.
your thoughts. We'll get there.
I thought we did just fine. But it is what it is. But he will be potentially available against the Eagles when the Eagles come to the bank. I do plan on going to the game this weekend. So hopefully, I got to get some tickets though. So anybody looking to sell tickets or give away tickets, let me know. Hit me up, and I will gladly take them from you. And I don't care if they're the nosebleeds, the damn under the bank. I'm in there. Don't matter. So I do plan on going. So on some negative news, Shaq Thompson had an MRI on his foot, and according to Joe Person, he could be week to week. Now this is terrible news. And again, I caught my pleas when to cop him. Okay, Shaq Thompson is a vital piece of this defense. I know I shitted on him. I am guilty for shitting on Shaq Thompson for 4 years now. I've shitted on him just about every year since he's been drafted. Okay, but he was doing fantastic. He was doing great. He changed his number and turned into damn Superman out there. He was balling, super linebacker, earning that check. He was earning the check, looking good. Now he might be week to week. I don't know what's going to happen, but I am a little concerned about this, Dave. I'm a little concerned about this one. You got any thoughts on this?
I'm worried. I think after what we showed with Dallas and our inability to stop the run, this isn't good with Philadelphia coming in the fray. I think Shaq Thompson was having a really good season. And right now, it seems positive from the standpoint that it's week to week. So that tells me it's probably going to potentially be less than 3 weeks.
Yeah, they didn't IR him.
They didn't IR him. So that's the positive side of this fence. But we're going to need him. We're probably definitely going to need him Sunday. But I'd rather him not play than not be 100%.
Yeah, that's a fact. We'd rather you be 100% than go out there and be a liability. So get healthy. Hopefully he's cool. We saw it when he went down. It didn't look good. He stayed down for a minute. I think he definitely came back in the game, but could have did more damage than good at that point. So Shaq Thompson, he's got a foot. We got to monitor that situation. Hopefully he's okay. And then Hassan Reddick, he had a neck stinger. I ain't gonna say what I wanted to say, but he had a neck stinger, and I gotta feel like I can be more transparent. I feel like y'all gonna judge me if I say what I want to say. I'm not gonna, man, because y'all be I ain't gonna say what I want to say.
That's what the internet's for. Go ahead, man.
I'm good. Shout out to Hassan Reddick, man. He got a neck stinger. He missed a couple plays, came back in.
You ain't here for the ratings,
I gotta be
man.
PC. I gotta be PC shy. I hold my real thoughts for the Patreon, for the Patreon folk, where I feel free, because y'all be tripping sometimes. But neck stinger, it ain't safe, bro. I know that this y'all boys in the chat, it ain't safe at all. But anyway, neck stinger, it doesn't appear to be anything serious. He did come back in the game, and he looks to be fine. So shout out to Hassan. He's back in the building. All right. So anymore, I think there's a couple more injury updates. I think John Miller had an injury.
Yeah, but that ain't that. All due respect, that ain't that important. These are the three. That matter.
I think these are the three ones that
like.
For sure.
One thing I want to say about the Christian McCaffrey return, and we'll probably get into it once we start talking about the game. I feel like yesterday the team planned like they didn't have Christian McCaffrey instead of planning like they normally would, regardless who was there or not. And it showed yesterday. And we'll get into the details of that later. It's just I just think we need to prepare just in case Chris is not going to be ready. It sounds like he might be ready to go on Sunday, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I think everybody's gonna be fine. I think John Miller is dealing with something that he's been dealing with, and it's just pain management at this point. But let's move on because there were a couple roster moves. Kamal Martin, as soon as he was elevated from the practice squad to the active roster, we knew what time it was. We knew Shaq was gonna be out for a little bit. I don't know this Kamal Martin cat. I think this is the dude we got from Green Bay, if I'm not mistaken. And hopefully, I mean, you got Frankie Louvu, you got some guys that could potentially take his spot, but we'll have to see, man. We'll have to see. But Kamal Martin is the guy elevated. He is an inside linebacker. Louvu is more of an edge, outside linebacker type. So I don't know. It's gonna have to be a committee thing to replace Shaq. I never thought I would say that, but Shaq Thompson is definitely going to be much needed in this joint because that's a big loss. I never thought I would say that, but honestly, that's a big loss. And then Michael Jordan, and not the guard. The guard Michael Jordan.
It is the guard. It is the guard. It's the guard from the
6'6". No more Michael Jordan jokes, man.
Not from the Shy. Not the one that owns the Hornets.
Not the one. Not that guy. Not that guy. But yeah, we waived him. He is a guard, an NFL guard that was on a I think he was on a practice squad. I don't think he ever got elevated up, but we ended up letting him go.
He's on the squad.
So I think that means we have an open spot though, because he came from Kamal Martin was on the practice squad, so he came up from the practice squad. Michael Jordan was released from the practice squad, so that means we do have an open practice squad spot available. Yes. So it's gonna be interesting to see who they bring in to fill that role, because I think we need some offensive line depth.
I think it's hilarious that all the grief that the grief of the offensive line, and we still out here letting offensive linemen go. But that's a different discussion for another day.
Yeah,
for later in the show.
Well, yeah, we digress. Because it's so much. This is not a safe space, Dave. One day, I might get to the point where I just might say F and screw all y'all. But I'm gonna hold my real thoughts because like I said,
don't worry. Listen. If you don't want to say it, I'll say it. It's not a problem.
You ain't in this brain, bro. My brain be going crazy sometimes.
Don't worry. I don't have to get the deets. I can just get the conclusion. Moving on.
All right, so Dave, we did catch the fade. We caught the fade. The Cowboys brought it, and we didn't. The game was won and lost. It was
in the third quarter.
And it was won by the Dallas Cowboys in the trenches and lost by the Carolina Panthers in the trenches. Okay, but if you really want to bottom nuts and bolts, there's no need to break this thing down and go over analytical. We just got beat in the trenches sorely. Okay, that's the bottom line. That's the summary. That's the show. I can end the show right now, but we're gonna give y'all a little bit more because y'all deserve it. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about it. We gotta start with the rookie report. It was pretty empty for all the rookies. It was pretty light. It was a light day, coming off last week where they really went off. A lot of rookies had really, really good days, okay? And they came back today or on Sunday, and they didn't really get the opportunity to show up. Obviously, J.C. Horn is injured. He's on IR. We won't see him. He's going to be DNP for the rest of the most likely the rest of the season. It's not conclusive just yet. They haven't come to that conclusion yet, but most likely J.C. Horn's not going to come back unless we make a playoff run. Terrace Marshall had a light day, 3 targets, 1 reception for 2 yards. I mean, that's a light day for him. They tried to spread the football around. They made an effort to try to get it to Robbie Anderson. It showed. And so, like Dave said, we'll talk about that a little bit later. But Brady Christensen, 5 special team snaps. What was it? What was the grade? Second round tackle, 3rd round guard. Is that what they said?
That's what they claimed.
And we still ain't seen as bad as they. I mean,
Rashad.
I mean, it's bad. I mean,
Rashad.
We got to have better answers, B.
Rashad. The answers are there. They don't think this guy's ready. I don't give a damn what you think of what you think of him, how you feel about him. Either they don't think the guy's ready or they feel guilty benching the guys that they paid. One or the other. You can decide which one it is. I'm leaning towards he might not be ready.
Yeah.
Because you can't tell me how bad as the line has been struggling this year that you ain't willing to take a risk on some of these rookies. He might be Ron Riveraing it right now when it comes to the offensive line.
He is definitely Ron Riveraing it. 100%. You said that earlier in the season, and now he is definitely Ron Riveraing. Meaning, and when we say that, for those that aren't familiar with that term, he's favoring the veterans over the rookies when it comes. That's a Ron Rivera thing. We all know Ron Rivera loved his veteran presence, and when he had very solid rookie talent sitting on the bench.
But the difference is rules Ron Riveraing it in certain pieces.
Yeah, exactly.
He ain't doing it full bore like Ron would do, but he's still picking his pieces. But then again, considering that Terrence Marshall only got 3 targets in this game, you can start questioning it. I mean, This is a big game for Carolina, right? Like we played against a team that was legitimately good. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And your rookie wide receiver who's shown sparks all season, all through the preseason, only had 3 targets.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay. And then, Tommy Tremble, 1 target. He was out there blocking, though. I saw some blocks he was throwing. He looked good out there. Chuba had a day. 13 carries, 57 yards, two receptions on 2 targets. Dave, I'm no math major, but what is that? What's the percentage? What's the catch percentage on that?
That's 100%.
I mean, I know some of y'all said the dude can't catch, but I mean, that looks. You got to give him the opportunity to catch it.
To
prove he can catch the ball.
He showed today. He showed on your Sunday. It's too bad. He ain't at 30 like the other guy that would be.
Yeah, because Dave, that to me that looks like, again, not a math major, but that's 15 touches.
That's about half of what McCaffrey would have.
That's 15 touches, and then if you really want to get into it, well, I'm gonna hold my just Dave. I'm gonna hold my thoughts. I'm gonna hold my thoughts until the appropriate time. But okay. I got some strong thoughts on this. Okay, some strong thoughts on it. And listen, I'm copping pleas once again because I was wrong. All right, I was wrong. The Chuba Hubbard pick is paying off right now. The Chuba Hubbard pick, I didn't like it initially, but this is why it worked. Okay, and I pointed this out. I always got the pick for the CMAC insurance. Okay, CMAC insurance. I get it. I didn't like it at first, but it's paying off right now. It's paying off right now. Davion Nixon, 8 snaps, nothing there. Didn't do nothing. I think he had like a half a tackle. Keith Taylor was out there on 13 special team snaps and 9 defensive snaps. But we still have not seen Deontay Brown. We still have not seen Shi Smith, and we still have not seen Phil Hoskins. All right. So, any thoughts on these rookies, Dave?
It says a lot that Deontay Brown, Shi Smith, and Phil Hoskins hasn't been active. I'm not shocked by Phil Hoskins. I'm shocked more about Shi and Deontay, considering how the line's been playing.
Yeah, big time. All right, moving on. All right, so interesting stats. Again, this is the game within the game. Game within the game. Red zone efficiency was on point. 4-4 the red zone. Sam was looking like Sam Newton out there. Those QB draw plays, the design runs, they were cooking in the red zone. Joe Brady was doing his thing in the red zone. Third down efficiency, not good. This is where we got caught. 4 of 13. That's only 31%. Not good. We were looking better. We were doing better prior to this game, but this was not it. This was not it. Pass completion 74%. That's very solid. I love that. Penalties 6 of 32. That's solid. That ain't too terrible. But Dave, 24 rushes, 113 yards, 4.7 yards per carry, and I got questions.
You should have questions.
I got questions, but I'm gonna hold it. Again, I'm putting it out there. 4.7 yards per carry, but I'm gonna hold my thoughts. I'm gonna hold it just for a second. But Dave, look at this other. Look, hold the thought, Dave. Hold that thought. On the other side, Dave, the run defense, 34 rushes
That should have been
for
a
the
down arrow,
Cowboys.
by the
I
way.
put it, yeah, it should have been a down. My bad. I didn't change the arrow. It should be a down arrow. 34 rushes, 245 yards given up, averaging 7.2 yards per carry. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. We got destroyed in the trenches, and Dak pretty much didn't have to do anything at that point. I told y'all in the preview, you got to hold Zeke down. You contain Zeke and put the ball in Dak's hands and let him throw it 50 times a game. That's the recipe to beat Dallas. That's how you beat Dallas. And Dak is a great quarterback, but you can't let them run for 245. You're gonna get beat every time. You're gonna get beat every time. And so it is what it is. Time possession, we did win the time possession battle. And third down defense that should be a down arrow too. I didn't change the arrow on that. 3 of 9 on third down for our third down defense. That wasn't good either. 33%. Total pressures given up. Total pressures for us, meaning our defense, only combined for 8 total pressures. Considering what we did in the other games prior to this game, our defense just got manhandled. We got manhandled in the trenches. No sacks, 2 QB hits, and 6 hurries. And I believe 3 of those hurries came from Brian Burns. Nobody else was doing work. Nobody. And I think another one of the hurries came from AJ Bouye, if I'm not mistaken. So you just put that in perspective. It was not good. It was not good. Our defense was not good. And everybody touted for number 1 overall defense, blah, 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 blah. Listen, I didn't jump behind that with full force because, I tried to tell y'all to pump the brakes just a second. Just we need more evidence. And we got brought back down to earth quickly. Dallas brought us back down to earth quickly. Total pressures on offense that we gave up 5 sacks, 4 QB hits, 11 hurries, 21 total pressures. No bueno. Not good. Not good. Dave, you want to know what else isn't good?
No points in the third quarter.
Not good. You know what else isn't good, Dave?
Third time we've done it.
And you know what else isn't good?
Giving up 20 points in the third quarter.
You are correct, Dave. I don't know how you got all them right. That shit is terrible.
I was pissed.
20 points given up in the third quarter.
And you know what makes me more angrier? When Austin Eckler starts limping after 2 plays.
Focus, Dave.
No, not with my underdog, bro. I got a lot of Eckler invested. So, all right, moving on.
But anyway, the third down, the third quarter, not good. It hasn't been good all year. It has not been good all year. And what do? Go back out there and we get exposed. This is why we point out the games within the games, because these matter. When you in a dogfight, you can't not score in the third quarter. When you in a dogfight, you can't give up points in the third quarter. And it's just not. We got exposed. And we gonna talk about some other things. But we got exposed, man. We got exposed in the third quarter. But that's some of the game within the game, bro. Game within the game. All right, real quick. Some of this bet and love. If you're down with the bet and love, go over to MyBookie, mybookie.ag. Sign up, use that code PNP. I got some funds on this game right now. In fact, I took the Raiders on the money line in this game.
Did?
I did.
I think LA gonna win this game, bro.
I'm letting them hang a little bit. I'm rolling with the Raiders. But we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. But if you're down with this betting action, go over to mybookie.ag, sign up. They will match your deposit bonus. So go over there, mybookie.ag, make it happen if you're down for this betting love. All right. Moving on. Stock up, stock down. Stock up, stock down. Let's talk about it, Dave. Offensive line. I know a lot of y'all dudes tried to kill me. They what they said was, yo, Shy, why you keep talking about the offensive line? Why you keep bringing up the offensive line? Why you keep ragging on the offensive line? You always talking about the offensive line, Shy. Why you keep talking about the offensive line? Why you keep doing that? That's why.
Oh, well, that'll do it, sir.
That's why.
It was just a matter of time, right? I kept saying, like, people were wondering why I felt the way I felt going prior to the season. I kept saying, we didn't fix the line, bro. And once we start running into opponents that can manhandle us, we're going to start losing those games. And here we are. That's the first one up for bid.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty, man. And I know PFF. I saw the PFF grades. We'll get into those just a second. But yeah, PFF definitely disagrees. But what I saw on Sunday was ugly. It was ugly. It was pure ugly, fam. And again, I don't know how PFF does the grading. I got questions, but I don't know what in the world offensive line. I mean, them dudes got exposed, and I told y'all during the preview. I'm like, yo, I saw them do against the Philadelphia Eagles, coming with the pressures. That's when I got concerned. They were killing Philly's offensive line with them. They were all up in the backfield. And that's exactly what they did against our. They exposed our offensive line already was getting exposed. But they really went at our offensive line. And they exposed it. Sam could not handle all the pressure. And then he started getting happy feet. He wasn't setting his feet. He wasn't throwing. He was missing footballs. He was throwing interceptions. That's called trickle down effect. That's why Sam Darnold was bad with the Jets. That's why he was bad with the Jets. It's trickle down effect. That's how it works. We know Sam is talented. We know he's talented, but he can't have a bad. I'm telling y'all, I truly think this offensive line is worse than what he had with New York.
Mm-hmm.
They're worse. And he's fighting. Sam is fighting. I give him his credit. He's fighting, bro. But this offensive line is trash. And I've been saying it. My energy has not changed. I've been saying this since last year. Offensive line was trash last year too. So I want to welcome all y'all to the offensive line trash party because some of y'all are a little late. Some of y'all is a little late to the party. When it's somebody you like, now you want to put the blame in the right places. All right, Do y'all want me to get transparent or not? Do you want me to go off the rails or not, Dave? Do I need to pull the gunshots out?
Yep, you should.
Nah,
you absolutely. Nah.
Need to do it.
You need to let them know, man.
I don't need to do it. Listen,
this
people.
This problem's only been around for about 5 years.
And people were saying, oh, somebody added me. It was like, yo, you an armchair GM. Well, damn it, I need to get paid a lot of money. I need to get paid a lot of money, fam, because I've been calling it since last year. I've been saying it and saying it and saying it and saying it. This offensive line, and I'm gonna be 100% honest. This offensive line, said it on Twitter. This offensive line is the reason why this team is not successful. If we have a bad year, it's going to be the offensive line. That's my energy. It was my energy last year. It's my energy this year. My energy hasn't changed. It's called consistency. I've been blaming the offensive line, and I got somebody else who's gonna get some strays too. But go ahead, Dave.
Your quarterback can't stay healthy if the 5 folks in front of him can't block for him. You know what I'm saying? And I will say, the first 3 games, Darnold did a really good job masking how bad that line is. And it still looks like it is not as bad because the man ran for 2 rushing touchdowns in this game.
He did a great job, man. Sam is great. I have no problems with Sam.
Yeah,
Sam is the least of my concerns, bro. I've been saying it don't matter who your quarterback is. It does not matter. You're going to get destroyed if you put 5 dudes that ain't about that life up in the trenches. That's what we have right now. We need almost a complete overhaul with the exception of Moton. Everybody else can go. Or at least give these dudes some shots to sit here riding the bench collecting dust. What we waiting for, bro? It can't get no worse than what we seeing.
He's Ron Rivera in it, bro. I told you that already. We got folks that ain't even getting snaps. We got folks that ain't getting activated. I mean, it can't get any more worse than what it already is. But then again, yeah, it can. But
what I'm not gonna do is blame this current regime for past transgressions, because it ain't their fault Cam Newton got smacked around. Because it's a great
No,
point.
no. I'm not gonna blame. No, but bro, they've been here since 2020. It's on them now.
No, I
they
know.
took the
I
time
understand
to fix
that.
the defense.
No, Dave, I understand that. But what I'm trying to say, the point I'm trying to get across is that I'm not going to blame them because I'm super frustrated with the offensive line. They don't understand what we've been going through with the offensive line. They haven't seen what we've been going through as fans with the offensive line. So I'm trying my best not to merge past issues and put them on this regime because it's not their fault. But at the end of the day, we got to fix this. And the offensive line is the reason why this team won't be successful. Ain't nobody else to blame, but this going to be this off. The defense is, we got to fix some things on the defense side of the ball. I just got 245 put up on us. So I can't say it's all shits and giggles over there. It ain't all clowns and balloons on the other side of football. We got some things we got to fix over there. But offensive line is the worst part of our problem right now. It ain't Sam Darnold. It ain't the weapons. Because listen, we got all the weapons in the world. We got all the weapons. Look. That's what y'all said. Put the weapons around him. He got all these great weapons, right? We got all these great weapons, but he can't do shit because he ain't got time. He can't hit nobody. He got happy feet in the pocket because he ain't got the time to go through his progressions and get the right people. So, all right, that's my offensive line rant. Dave, you got anything else?
Nope. I'm done talking about this line, man. I've had enough saying how I feel about it. I keep telling folks, it ain't about the quarterback. It's about this line. I'm done talking it. We're gonna let you guys see it. If this line gets ransacked next week against Philly, and you see this same picture, but instead you see an eagle instead of a cowboy in this picture, and Darnold's on his ass, I'm not gonna say shit. I'm just gonna sit here. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm not gonna say anything.
Welcome to the offensive line bashing party. Those you about a year late, but welcome, because we've been saying this over here consistently, and I got a whole damn episode, a whole round table to prove it. Matter of fact, a lot of y'all are new here. I might repost it because there ain't nothing changed. I might just re-upload. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna re-upload that shit.
Change the date and put the shit there.
That's exactly what I'm just gonna download it and re-upload because ain't nothing changed, fam. I got a whole episode that goes through our offensive line problems, going back to Cam Newton, on how we have not been shit since Jordan Gross retired. I'm just gonna repost it, bro. But anyway, I'm moving on.
Supposedly, they're finally talking about how bad the line is, though.
Yeah, Dave,
I'm talking about Panthers media. They're like, they know that
Matt Rule said
the problem.
Matt Rule said it. Dak had time. Sam didn't. Sam makes good decisions when he has time. That's pretty much what he said.
I don't know if I completely. Well, you know what? He has overall, so I won't.
He's
bash
been
Sam.
fine. I'm not gonna bash Sam. He threw 2 interceptions. I'm not gonna kill him for that.
And one of them was a hell of a play by Diggs. One of them was just a hell of a play by Diggs.
You see how that works? We're not gonna kill a quarterback for making a mistake. You see how that works? We're not gonna say "told you so" because the quarterback made a mistake. That's not how it works. We understand that his offensive line is shit. And that's the problem. You see how that works? Energy hasn't changed over here, fam. And I wish I had my gunshots. Moving on. Here are the grades from PFF. It wasn't pretty. I understand if Dennis Daly, didn't give up any pressures. I'm rocking with these two, the 76 and 76.3 and 76.8. I'm rocking with those two. But Matt Paradis, I can't get with that. Cam Irving, 3 hurries allowed.
4. Oh, Cam Irving's 3. Yeah, I'm blind.
Yeah, Cam Irving, 3 hurries allowed, 2 QB hits, and 1 sack. Yo, Randy Gregory was over there raping this dude. Pause. No lube. Yo, he was killing him. And they were stunting. Even Matt Rule said they were stunting up front. They were doing some exotic things up front. They were confusing our guys. We weren't picking up the stunts. And it's called the blueprint. You remember? I called this. Matter of fact, I got another repost, Dave. I could repost going back to the Chicago game. That's the first game our offensive line got exposed last year. When they started stunting on us. All pun intended. Chicago Bears started stunting on us, and I did a video breakdown of it on what happened. This exact same thing happened in this game. They started stunting, doing some different things up front, and we got exposed. That was last year. The same thing has happened this year. Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed, fam. It's the same thing.
The results the same. God, man. Yo, we gotta fix this line, bro.
I mean, it's too late at this point. It's all band-aids. It's too late at this point. You putting a band-aid on a broken leg at this point. It don't matter who you bring in. You call up Russell Okung, it's not even gonna matter. It's not gonna matter. The long-term solution is fixing it in a draft or being aggressive in the offseason to bring somebody in. You had the opportunity to bring in Trent Williams to make a run at him. They didn't do it. I know he's older. I get that. But you had the opportunity to make a run at a couple guys, and they didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? So, it's too late at this point. You rolling with what you got. You got to play the cards as dealt, and you ain't got no spades right now, and you can't throw the hand in. That's where we at right now. You can't throw the hand. You got to play with what you got.
Nah, I liked Horn, man. I like Horn. It would have been nice to get Slater, but Slater wouldn't have been able to fix the other problems. We would have had to draft a couple linemen earlier than what we did. You know what I'm saying? Like, we probably wouldn't have had Terrence Marshall. We probably should have drafted. We should have treated the offensive line like we treated the defense the previous year.
And that's the thing. I love the players we picked up, man. I love J.C. Horn. Yeah. I love Terrence Marshall. Gonna be great. Both of those guys are gonna be good, man. But you're doing it. You got to protect your asset. There's certain things that affect the quarterback. The quarterback is the most important player on the field. When you talk about analytics, you talk about things, you want to affect the quarterback, even defensive players. That's why I like the J.C. Horn pick, because he has a direct impact on the quarterback, on the other team's quarterback. So you have to affect the quarterback, all right, on the defensive side, and you got to protect the quarterback on the offensive side. So I don't have a problem with drafting J.C. Horn, but when your offensive line is in the shape that it's in, you got to protect him, and we haven't done that, bro. We haven't done that. But anyway, man, that's the offensive line, man. Let's get some good news before I get mad, man.
You're already mad. It's okay. Moving on.
DJ Moore. DJ, man, he up here again, fam. Straight wrecking shop. DJ Moore had himself a day. 8 receptions, 113 yards, 2 touchdowns, and he added another carry for 6 yards too. He had a rushing attempt.
He had a 30-point fantasy day, guys.
He's a killer. And Dave, remember when Dave said he wasn't the guy? Y'all remember that last year?
No, don't be bringing up old shit now. Don't be bringing up old shit now, because
DJ Moore's a baller, man. I said DJ Moore's gonna be fine. DJ Moore's a baller, bro. He's quickly becoming probably my favorite player right now. If I had to pick one, he's probably my favorite player. He's encroaching on that 89 tier. Not from a player, like not from a
all time, but from
I'm not saying. I'm talking about for me from a liking standpoint as a player, not like as a player. I'm not comparing them to as a player, but I'm comparing them from my liking. Like, I'm starting to really, really like DJ Moore. This dude is great. His contact balance is great. He busted the Spider-Man pose out in a lot, like not even as a celebration, Dave. He did that shit live during a play. Like, that man is great. Okay, and he's on pace. He is on pace for 1,592 yards. He is killing right now, and you can't stop it. You can't stop that man in the open field. He's killing right now. I think he's fixed his drop issues. I don't think he's had many drops. I got to check the stats on that. That's the big thing for Dave.
That was my big thing. He's improved significantly on the target catch ratio. Yeah, big time.
DJ
Big time.
Moore's a baller, man. He's a baller, quickly becoming one of my favorite players on this team. I love DJ Moore. Love his game. And Dave, did you happen to see? And I didn't know this, bro. I didn't know this was going down, man. But I got a little emotional, man. I'm not gonna lie. Did you see the Curtis Samuel, DJ Moore thing that happened yesterday?
Yeah.
You saw that?
Yeah.
Fam, that messed me up because I didn't know they did that. I didn't know they were still doing that.
Yeah.
So if you're not aware, DJ Moore, Curtis Samuel, they did a little handshake before they came out on the field. And this week, Curtis Samuel appeared in his first game. And DJ Moore, before he came out the tunnel on the game, during the Cowboys game, he did the ghost handshake to Curtis Samuel. And then Curtis Samuel did the same thing in his game. The ghost handshake, like they were dapping each other up. That shit fucked me up, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That shit fucked me up.
They were tight. They were tight.
I didn't know. I knew they was cool, but I didn't know they was that cool.
Nah, they were tight.
That shit fucked me up. I ain't gonna lie.
They were tight, man.
That shit hit me. That shit hit me hard. Bro,
if we don't re-sign DJ Moore, we know where he's going.
Nah, fam. We re-signed DJ. That shit that came out your mouth, B.
I'm just letting you know.
DJ, why you have to go there, man?
I'm just here to help.
I'm
here.
Things.
I know I am doing Dave. I have Dave tendencies. Now, I'm telling you, bro. We're gonna be looking at, if we don't re-sign this man, we're gonna be looking at the Robbie Anderson trade, this Robbie Anderson deal. Like, what are we doing? I'm telling you.
Yeah, man.
The ghost handshakes will go away once we trade back for Curtis.
Yeah, we gotta get Curtis back. But yeah, man. So shout out to DJ, man. Love his game. He's balling right now. He's out of the stratosphere right now. He's playing at a all pro level right now, for sure. He's putting his name in that perennial Pro Bowler in the NFC. Like, who else is in the NFC, Dave, from a wide receiver standpoint? Who else he got to worry about?
Well, Hopkins is having a down year. Thielen's balling.
Well, Hopkins gonna get in off the rip, though. He
shouldn't do the way he's playing now. He doesn't deserve to get in.
Don't
I understand he's gonna get in off the rip.
Don't do that.
Now, being honest, he's not playing that well so far. AJ Green was balling. Elite AJ Green was balling for the Cardinals on Sunday. But Cooper Kupp is going to be a problem for him. Cooper Kupp, Deebo Samuel.
Deebo right now is lead. Well, as of this was the statistics haven't updated for week 3 yet. Yes they have.
But he had a 76-yard TD.
Yeah, Deebo right now is leading the league in receiving. Tyreek is second.
But he's in the AFC, so I don't.
Yeah, I'm just putting all the numbers out there. Cooper Kupp is there, right there at third. DJ Moore is fourth. And then Devontae Adams comes in at fifth. That's the top 5 receivers in the league from a yard standpoint.
And then you got like you said, Devontae McLaurin's been playing pretty well. Terry McLaurin's been playing pretty well.
Terry McLaurin, yep. Justin Jefferson,
and Adam Thielen. Both of them has had pretty good years so far.
Yeah, so, Diggs Diggs AFC. My bad.
Diggs AFC, but like when you talk about the NFC, it's going to be tough sledding to get in there.
No, I think the way he playing, he's out of control right now.
But that means you got
guys like Mike Evans, all those guys, they're down, bro. They all down.
But you gotta consider the major markets. You gotta consider the votes, which means Panther Nation. You gotta go vote for this guy when the voting comes out. Like, you gotta vote for this guy and not vote for these other guys. Like, because somebody like you mentioned about DeAndre Hopkins. Right now, DeAndre Hopkins, based on the numbers, shouldn't be in the Pro Bowl. But he's going to get voted in.
Yeah, he's going to get in.
He's going to get voted in because of his reputation.
Facts. All right, so we'll move on. That was an interesting conversation with DJ Moore. I like where he's balling right now. He's balling. Shout out to thank the Most High God with the super chat. He said, "I told you, Dave, last year DJ was the man. And you said Robbie was better fantasy option.
I was talking
fantasy to the side and crown DJ number one. Dude, gunshot, man. Let me. Yeah, it's a lot of gunshots.
You're not gonna throw no. How you gonna throw no, Rashad. How you gonna throw gunshots when that man pretty much proved my point on the statement that he just said?
Dave.
I said what I said based from a fan's perspective.
Dave.
And I said that.
And he also said, put that shit to the side and watch the game. That's what he said.
Well, and you know what? Let me tell you something. Last year, DJ was dropping a lot of passes, bro. I don't give a damn what you say. You can blame it on whoever the hell you want. DJ dropped a lot of passes last year that he's not doing this year. Period.
They ain't trying to save face. It's okay.
I'm not trying to save face.
Take your
All you
L,
gotta
bro.
do is look the numbers like. It's just like the offensive line, bro. All you gotta do is look at the numbers.
Take your L, man.
I'm not taking no damn L. The numbers show it. I ain't taking no L.
Take your L, Dave.
I'm not taking my L, man.
DJ's great, and you want him cut. You want him.
No, I didn't want him cut. I said he's a great wide. I said he was a good number one wide receiver. But from a fantasy perspective, Robbie was a better option last year, and I was right.
Coming heel, Dave. Yo, look at Dave.
And I was right. I mean, come on, Dave. Right. Just like after a couple weeks, I was talking to some of the Bucks podcasters. They were asking me about Robbie Anderson because they had him, and I said you need to be worried because he might turn into a boomer bust guy, and that's what Robbie Anderson looks like right now.
So now we need to cut Robbie now.
No, I'm not saying to cut him, but you can question that contract.
Flip flop McGee.
No, you can question that contract.
I questioned it as soon as it came out. Y'all kill me for that too. We'll see what happens when it comes around to resign.
We need to pay this man. We need to pay this man, but we might not be able to. But y'all ain't ready for that discussion.
All right. We do need to pay DJ though, for real.
We need to pay that man. Like you.
All right. So let's move on from DJ. Good conversation. All right, Dave. Right now, pass rush. I mean, I could have put a lot of people here, and I got the picture of Brian Burns up here. But it goes to the entire defensive line, really. The pass rush was non-existent. And you know what's crazy is that when you go back and you really look at this game, it wasn't just the Dallas offensive line, Dave. Who is Brian Burns locked up with right now?
Tight end.
That is a tight end. They're tight ends. They brought their tight ends to assist with some of that, and this is blueprint material. This is how to slow down. The teams are going to copy this. They tucked in their tight ends, brought them dudes in to help block, and it worked. It worked. They neutralized our entire pass rush beat. I know they got some great dudes up front,
and and the thing is, that's crazy is that both tight ends got TD passes. Even with that, so
that's what makes it difficult because they can block too, and they're also threats from wide receivers from a wide receiver standpoint. So, receiving threats, and so that's what makes it difficult, bro. We got manhandled in the trenches, B. And I don't know if Hassan Reddick was playing hurt, man. He probably was playing hurt. I'm a attribute it to that, but man, he was MIA, man. Somebody need to put a BPA out on him, because he was missing MIA, missing the action, down. Didn't see him.
But the thing is, man,
no pressure, not one pressure.
But the thing you got to consider, these are the things that we've asked our team to do on the offensive side of the ball, man. If you notice sometimes your line is having some problems with the pass rush, you get more freaking linemen out there to give your quarterback more time. We refuse to do that. So from that standpoint, you got to commend Dallas. And the other thing you got to commend too is that, like, I don't know how hard you were looking at how Dak was playing, bro. But Dak was out here making mad adjustments before he hiked that ball.
Yeah, he was
massive.
Out.
Like,
yeah,
Dak was making a lot of adjustments before he hiked that ball, bro.
He was. So he was adjusting the protection.
Yep. So he knew. He was like, "Yo, I need you to take care of this guy, take care of that guy," even if it was sacrificing his two tight ends to make sure that he stays clean. And that's what happened. He stayed clean the entire game. His jersey stayed white the whole time.
Well, he got put on his back one time early, and that's what makes it interesting because our 2 QB hits came in the first drive. We didn't touch Dak after that. My man was untouched for the remainder of the game, untouched. That's unacceptable, man. That's unacceptable. We got to do better. Snowman.
Bro.
Snowman. It got real warm. Winter definitely did not come. Did not appear. It was real warm in Dallas, and the cold front did not come through. We got to fix this. It need to be cold. It need to be cold against Philly. Okay, it need to be cold. It need to be cold. So, but yeah, it wasn't pretty, man. Was not pretty. And I do agree. There were some misholding calls. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. There were some missed calls. I'm not going to sit up here and say, but at the end of the day, you made one or two holding penalties ain't gonna flip the entire game. So I don't know. But all right, let's move on. Chuba gets stock up for me, bro. He gets stock up for me, and to me, he was not utilized enough.
Oh God, man, please.
He was not utilized enough, and let's get into it, man. Let's get into it, Dave. Chuba Hubbard was not utilized enough in this game. I'm sitting here scratching my head.
Oh, I'm not scratching my head about what happened. I know exactly what happened.
I'm sitting here like, fam, we're talking about in the game, like we're in the game, like we're not, we're down a couple possessions, but the game is still manageable. We didn't have to go full on pass, throw the ball every damn down. We didn't have to do that. We went out there. We did not commit to the run. We should have ran the ball more. Chuba had 15 carries. He averaged 4.7. No, I think he averaged 4 yards a carry. Excuse me. He averaged 4 yards a carry. We did not get the man the ball enough. And he only had 2 receptions. The checkdowns were not there. Sam was not checking for him.
You know why this happened, right?
Why is that, Dave?
His name's not Christian McCaffrey. They didn't treat him like they would have treated if Christian was in the field. And it showed. They abandoned the run way too soon. The running game was working.
It was working. You hand this man the ball on first down, he gets 7 yards. We would go back on second down, try to throw the football, get a holding penalty or get sacked. That'll put us behind the sticks. Then we're forced to throw the ball on third down. We would abandon the run. That happened multiple times during this game. Yes, we would get stuffed, but you have to keep running the football. You have to establish what you got to establish the run, man. This I don't care who's back there, Christian McCaffrey, Royce Freeman, Chuba Hubbard. You have to run the football. We got away from it.
I'll say this to say, when we played the Saints, we averaged less than 3 yards a carry, and he never abandoned the run. We played Dallas. We out here averaging 4 yards a carry, and we abandoned the run.
Facts. We stuck with the run against the Saints, averaging 2-point-something yards per carry, giving Christian McCaffrey the football 20-plus times per run, or 20-plus carries. Meanwhile, you got a guy that's running 4.4 yards per carry, and you give the man the ball 13 times. 13 times. Unacceptable, man. That shit is unacceptable. Man. And even Royce Freeman, okay, you say, because some people are gonna say, oh, Shad, you said giving the running back that many touches isn't good. Royce Freeman touched the ball 3 times. He was averaging 4 yards a carry. So it didn't matter. The committee give it to either one of them.
Wait. You want to hear something else? That's interesting.
What's that?
Rodney Smith had more snaps than Royce Freeman and had like 6 catches. So we out here
5 catches. 5
catches,
48 yards.
But either way, my point is he touched the ball more than Royce did. So like I'm
not too surprised about that though.
I mean, you would think the fan base would be, because I think some folks at one point thought that Royce was ahead of Chuba. I mean, it's interesting to see that Royce didn't get more work. Like, I would have thought he would have got more work than Rodney Smith.
Well, Rodney's a receiving threat, though. He can catch the football out the backfield. Like, that's his thing. He can do that. And I think he was there because they're scared that Chuba Hubbard will drop the football like he's done in the past.
Well, yeah, that's a different. I said that on Twitter. I said, when I saw the snap counts, I'm like, yo, this is interesting because that means they don't trust Chuba to take these catches. Because I think Chuba only had 1 catch.
Yeah, he had 2 catches.
2 catches. Okay.
2 catches for 14 yards on 2 targets.
So that was interesting in itself too. So
yeah. So all right, shout out to Chuba Hubbard, man. He had a game, man. I wish they would have gave him the football a little bit more. Moving on. And this man got to catch the stray. for not committing to the run. You didn't commit to the run, and listen, I've been calling it like I've seen it since last year. I've been saying it. This is where the blame belongs. He's been doing good in the red zone, fixed some of the red zone issues. But that man Sam Darnold's going out there doing what he's told. Sam Darnold ain't calling the plays. This man calling the plays. And when you got a dude that's averaging 4.4 yards per carry, and you only give him the football 13 times, and it's unacceptable, and you're having problems on third down, converted third downs, and you're not running the football, it's a problem. It's a problem. This dude is the problem. You got to be able to fix and call those plays situationally. Situational football is not there for us right now.
Don't get me started, man.
Nah, get started though.
No, I'm not going to say anything.
Nah,
man.
Go ahead, Dave.
It ain't even about just him abandoning the run. I mean, he ain't even taking the deep shots. He ain't even taking the opportunities that he has too. He's doing a lot of short passes. I mean, he did score a lot of points, so I got to give him some credit from that aspect. But at that point, it was too late. Like we were leading at the half, and we gave Dallas 20 unanswered points. That's unacceptable, bro. At one point, like we were leading at the half 14-13. And then the next thing we know, we're down 33
points in the third.
33-14. 33-14. Like it's unacceptable from my perspective. That's
when you got a struggling offensive line, you got to run the football. I mean, y'all could disagree with me, but it's just facts. You got to run the football, bro. And we didn't establish the run. And it was multiple third and longs. Why was it? So tell me how many times Chuba got 7 yards on first down. During the live stream, I was calling him out. He got 6-7 yards, putting us in second and 5, second and 3. And what would we do? Throw the football. What would happen? Sam Darnold would get sacked. Why? Because the offensive line sucks. So why would you not run the football on second down?
I'm gonna go ahead and you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and clear this up. We didn't mention this all day, and I don't know what the rest of the stock ups that got.
We got it. It's on here.
Oh,
it's on here. Just hold that thought. Hold that thought.
All right, I'll hold it.
Hold that thought.
I'll hold it.
But I'm just saying, I don't know what's so different. You got to run the football. In any game, you have to be able to run the football, no matter what. Good teams run the football. The Chiefs, as great as Patrick Mahomes is, they run the football. You got to be able to run the football. And so we ran listen to this, Dave. We ran the football 16 times. 16 times with running backs, with real running backs. Sam Darnold had more carries than Royce Freeman. DJ Moore had 1 carry, and Robbie Anderson had 1 carry. No, dog. No. You're only down 2 possessions in the third quarter. You still can run the football. You can still run the football. And even before we started getting behind, we didn't run the football. Like, were we watching the same? Are we watching the same game? How are y'all disagreeing with that?
We ran the football close to 25 times a game prior to this game, but we only ran it 16 times.
Go back and look at the other. Go and look at the wins when Christian McCaffrey's in the game, and look how many times he's touching the football. Take his snaps. Cut the daggone carries in half. Split them up. And yes, I understand. But I understand we were playing from behind. I get that, but that does not preclude you from running the football.
That doesn't mean you abandon the run. That doesn't mean you abandon the run.
You don't abandon the run, fam. You have to run the football, especially when it was working. I can understand if you run it and you get stuffed, you still got to keep trying. But I get it at that point. It ain't working.
Hey, guys. Dallas kept trying even when they were behind. But you know what? I'm not going to say anything. But what do I know? Dallas ran the entire game.
Bro.
Dak only threw the ball 22 times.
Dak only had 188 passing yards.
Dak threw that ball 22 times. You can figure out the math of how much they ran on us.
Now I'm about to go back now. See, now I'm about to go back and tally because y'all are tripping. When I was watching that game, we would run the football. He would get 7 yards on first, 6-7 yards on first down. They would not go back to it on second down. Yeah, he might have got stuffed, but dog, that don't mean you just quit running on second down after he just got 7. What they would do is they would get predictable, drop back on second down, try to throw for the first down, and then get sacked, or it would be a holding call or something like that would put us in 3rd and long, and we have to throw the football. But let me get off Joe Brady, man. Listen, you got to run the football, and I got questions as to why our true running backs only touched the ball 16 times. The game flow was, and even then, y'all are acting like, for those that are saying we were playing from behind, y'all were acting like we were taking advantage of deep throws. We were only throwing the football 2 or 3 yards per chunk. So don't tell me we were throwing the football deep, trying to make up and gain ground, because that wasn't the case. If we keeping it at a buck.
Move on, man. I'm done.
Moving on. All right, so this one might surprise y'all.
I actually agree with this.
CJ Henderson gets stock up for me. And I know he got scored on. But
but you know what? It wasn't his fault. It wasn't his fault. He played that shit the best he could as a cornerback could. Dak threw a hell of a dime. It was a perfectly thrown ball to Amari Cooper. That wasn't his fault.
Agreed.
That was not his fault. That was a hell of a play by Amari Cooper. And a hell of a throw by Dak Prescott. CJ balled, considering he's been here since Wednesday.
Yep, the dude played 18 snaps. They weren't going at him for a long time. He got lined up on Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper beat him. He kind of slipped a little bit. Dak put the ball in damn near perfect spot. It wasn't much he can do there. But, man, credit to CJ Henderson, man. It's a lot of bullshit floating around out there on Twitter about this dude's mental. Man, yo, you tune into the real, man. All that dumb shit, that don't matter, man. This dude came out there, just got there, played 18 snaps, and he looked good for what I saw outside of obviously the perfectly thrown football to Amari Cooper, and he got scored on. But I like what CJ Henderson did out there for his first game. Get him more comfortable with the system. I think he's going to ball out. I think he got a real good one. And again, I told y'all during the preview, a lot of this is a future play. He's going to struggle a little bit this year. Let him struggle, man. Really, he did. I'm just saying if he does. I'm just saying if it happens. If it happens, so what? You got to remember, last year was his rookie season. He was playing injured for the most of his rookie season. He was playing hurt.
He played on the torn labrum for the majority of the season. He played the entire season.
Facts. So there's not enough information to know whether this dude is great or not. Okay, and if he struggles, so be it. I still consider this his rookie year, to be honest with you.
The thing is, man, they are talking about the man ain't have no passion. The man played with a torn labrum.
Man, that's all bullshit, man. People just like to talk when they ain't got nothing to talk about.
I'm gonna be honest though. I think if there's something that's gonna run off the GM in Jacksonville, this is it. This trade might cost him his job because they didn't get enough. Like, I know, like, some Jacksonville fans are happy about the Dan Arnold deal because Dan Arnold was out there catching passes on Thursday. But that ain't enough, bro. That ain't going to be enough to fix your problems that you have in Jacksonville. You got a lot of pieces to fix. So this will be fun. And he's going to play more next week. So I'm looking forward to it. And because we're going to need him against Philadelphia.
Yep, for sure. Just keep your eyes on the prize. The prize is CJ Henderson, JC Horn. That's what matters. This year, we playing with house money, fam. We playing with house money. We good. Don't worry about it. We are good. Let CJ Henderson cook. And I think somebody brought up Troy Pride. Come on, man. We doing that? Troy Pride versus CJ Henderson? Come on, man. It's not the same. Not the same situation. Two totally different talent levels here. All right, moving on. And this is the last one. Referees, Dave, I know you're not going to agree with this one, but I'm going to say this. Let me just preempt this by saying I'm not blaming the refs for our loss. I'm not doing that. That's not what I'm doing. But what I am doing is saying, yo, there was some pretty suspect calls and missed calls. That's all I'm saying. The refs did not they didn't I don't know what happened to Dave, but the refs did not go out there and put up the help with the 245. They missed a couple holding calls. But outside of that, it's interesting. It's interesting. These dudes had some very, very suspect calls. That fumble, that was one of them. There was another misholding call, Hassan Reddick. It is what it is. It is what it is. Something happened to these boys. They got paid. You see the star on his chest. But that fumble call was huge. The fumble call was huge. It should have been 14-7 in the first half. They ended up, scoring 6. But at the end of the day, with all that being said, we still had the lead. We still had the lead, and we didn't go out there and adjust. We didn't go out there adjust in the second half. So, but again, I'm not blaming the refs for our loss. I'm not doing that. But fam, I mean, come on. That daggone fumble call, that was back to back too. I'll give him the one that where his knee was down, but that second one where he got smacked and they called forward progress was bullshit. That was bullshit. So I'm gonna wait a little bit for Dave to come in here. His computer crashed, so he'll be back in a second. I think. But yeah, man. So shout out to the refs, man. They gotta fix that. This dude got the star on his chest. They gotta do better. And to be honest, man, I was looking at multiple games and some of these calls across the board. What's up with these refs across the board, fam? The refs across the board were pretty trash. So Dave, I got the referees up. What's your thoughts on the refs, B?
Man, the refs were trash, but I'm not here to. They were trash, but I'm not gonna be the guy to say that that's the main. That was the reason why we lost. I'm not gonna go there. The referees have been trash across the season, across the board all season. In the entire.
I just said that, yeah.
Yeah, like I'm not. Yeah, I know I missed it. Sorry about that, man. My computer crashed.
No, you good. You good.
My camera overheated. I'm on the webcam, so the quality might not be as good, but we'll see how it goes.
No, you good. You good. It's all good, man. You got to pivot. But yeah, man. So the refs, again, there was some real suspect calls, but again, not blaming them for our loss because at the end of the day, we still had the lead. Going into into halftime, going to the third quarter, we had the lead, and the third quarter we just got smacked. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But all right. Moving on. Let's talk about Sam Darnold. He's not stock up, stock down. I had him pretty even. Again, I'm not blaming him. He did have a couple interceptions. No big deal in my opinion. I'm not concerned. He was pressured a lot. So he was kind of, having some flashbacks of that gangrene. But I'm not going to kill him for the interceptions. He had 2 amazing rushing touchdowns, looking like Sam Newton out there. But Dave, I just want to get your overall thoughts on Sam Darnold's game. I know, right? I gotta stop doing that.
Draft the kid, man.
Yeah, let me get your thoughts. Let me get your thoughts on Sam Darnold and how he's doing. And I didn't adjust the confidence meters. I'm pretty sure we're saying where we are there.
I'll be honest. I thought Sam played pretty well considering the circumstances. I thought he handled adversity pretty well. I felt like he left some opportunities out there. But I thought he played relatively well considering the circumstances. So.
Yep. Yeah, I thought he played well too. Let's get into this this passing chart because I think this is very interesting. This is very, very interesting because I know there was a lot of deep ball police, last year, saying a certain QB doesn't push the football. But again, this looks very, very similar I don't. This David, am I missing something? Does this look very similar to you, or it's so? Because somehow it just seems acceptable now. I don't know, but go ahead, Dave.
All I'm gonna say is this: I'm looking at anything above that was more than 25 yards, and I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. Y'all would have crucified Teddy if he was out here being this inaccurate as far on these deep balls. Y'all would have crucified him. Y'all would have crucified him. And that's all I'm going to say. Y'all would have buried the man. Because he hasn't been good with the deep passes. He missed a couple. He definitely missed one touchdown. He missed one touchdown. That was a deep throw.
He missed
another one. Yeah.
He missed Terrace, and he missed Robbie Anderson on a nice sideline throw.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think it's, I think
it's the offense though.
I mean,
it's the offense.
It is. That's the offense, bro. It's the offense. And again, when you don't have an offensive line to protect you, to allow those deep plays to develop, it's the same thing I said last year. My energy has not changed. It's been the same message. Right now, Sam Darnold has a 35.7 completion percentage, throwing 20 plus. So he had a couple games where he was solid. I mean, he's right there with Lamar. Lamar Jackson also has a 37.5 deep ball percentage, completion percentage, but he has like double the attempts. Lamar Jackson has 24 attempts. Sam Darnold has 14 deep ball attempts. He's only completed 5 deep ball attempts. And when I say deep ball, it's 25 plus. 20 plus. 20 plus. But so I'm just saying. Let's see who else is on who is he higher than? He is higher than Baker. He's higher than Jalen Hurts. He's higher than Dak. Dak only has a 30% completion percentage. And Dak's only pushed the foot. And listen, this is why I told y'all that deep ball shit is bullshit.
Dak doesn't push the ball down there like that.
Dak has 13 attempts. Dak Prescott has 13 deep ball attempts. And he only has 4 completions. 4 completions deep. Aaron Rodgers has 20. Only completed 6. So, Mac Jones, 17-4. Matt Ryan's only thrown the ball 9 times deep with only 2 completions. Kyler Murray is the best deep ball thrower so far. He has a 72% completion percentage, which is crazy. That's crazy. Man. Big Ben is 27%. 18 attempts, 5 completions. So yeah, man. So I'm just putting that out there. I just like how things are becoming acceptable now. Now that folks got somebody they like back there, things are starting to just be accepted and not critiqued. That's just something I don't like. Let's just keep the same energy, because I haven't seen anybody complain about this. I haven't seen anybody complain about this. I guess it's because we're winning on our defense is really coming through heavy. And so I guess it don't really matter since we're winning. But I ain't really seen nobody talk about it.
Winning changes everything, right?
Yeah. So just saying, it's early. We're only 4 games into the season. Things will start to level out. Yep. So that being said, I'll move on from this. I left the chart the same. Dave,
I will say after the first half, I would have raised it. I will say, but then the second half happened, and the 2 picks didn't help.
I'll say that. Go ahead.
Even though, like, I can understand it, but it didn't help. I will say that.
Yeah, I think he was saying this is why they give him stock up, stock down, because I thought had he kept that, like Dave was saying, had he kept that same energy he had in the first half, and again, I'm not blaming him for anything. You see how that works? I'm not blaming Sam Darnold himself, the player, because I know there's multiple things that goes into this. Offensive line, there's play calling, that goes into this. My energy has not changed. Okay. There's a lot of things that goes into Sam Darnold being successful. So I'm not going to put blame on him per se. But he looked well. He looked great in the first half. Came back in the second half, threw some throws that he shouldn't have thrown. And again, the pressure was getting to him. Even when he had a little bit of time, he had happy feet back there because the pressure was getting to him. That it happens. That happens. All right, and he's not connecting on a deep ball. We got to get that going. The chemistry's got to get going. The arm is great. Of course, he can sling the football, but it don't matter how hard you can throw the football if you're not accurate with it. Something else I've been saying. I've been that arm talent bullshit. That word that gets thrown around all the time. Of course, you can have a great arm, but you got to be accurate with it. You got to be accurate with it, man. You got to be accurate with it. So, again, energy hasn't changed, man. I support Sam. I think he's doing fine. He's doing great. I love where he is. I'm not gonna kill him and he's just even kill for me. He's perfect. Well, he's not perfect, but what we need him to do.
What we needed to do, he's doing fine.
He's fine.
He's fine.
All right. So anything else?
Nah, man, I'm not going to lower the confidence meter. I still have faith in Sam, so we're good here.
All right, moving on. Dave, the sack counter did not move. It did not move.
It ain't gonna move.
It did not move, fam. Such a shame.
That was an opportunity for Mr. Burns to catch up.
Yep, he tried. He had 3 pressures. I give him credit for that. My man, BB had 3 pressures. He was trying to get there. He couldn't quite hit him, man. But he was getting there. He's getting there. All right. So next up, we got the Philadelphia Eagles. And tomorrow at 8 o'clock. We will be talking to my man Joe Castro from Philly the podcast. Philly the podcast. Real cool dude. Joe Castro has inspired a lot on this channel. A lot of things that we do on this channel. It's a real cool cat. So shout out to him. He'll be coming on the show. And we'll be talking about the Philadelphia Eagles. Both teams coming off L's. Eagles coming off 2 L's, back-to-back L's. So they're gonna be hungry. It's gonna be a dogfight in Charlotte on Sunday, and I do plan to attend. All right. So make sure y'all tune in tomorrow at 8 o'clock. The link is already up, so y'all can go in and hit the notification bell and be notified when we go live for that joint. All right. Any questions, Dave?
I think we're good, man. The fantasy show, I'll probably try to do it tomorrow beforehand, before the show. Shoot for 6:30, something around that range. I'll let you guys know.
Dave, you want to get Underdog Fantasy some love?
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's been a rough weekend for me, but I'll tell you what, Underdog Fantasy got some really cool games to play. You can win up to 20 times your money in the pick'ems. You can win 3x if you guess 2 over-unders right. If you correctly identify 2 over-unders, you can win 6x if you correctly do 3. You can win 10x if you do 4. And you can win 20x if you do 5. And then they also have showdowns where you draft your team. You pick 4 players, like particularly for this Monday Night Football game tonight. I'm in a couple of I did a couple drafts tonight for this. I mean, it was only $5 to draft your team. And I'm doing pretty well so far. It's a much lower scoring game than what they initially anticipated. And also they do the best ball. And normally they do the best ball at the beginning of the season where you draft like 20 players and it picks your best players for your particular fantasy lineup. And then you roll with that lineup throughout the season. So you don't get to pick new players from that. That's the team that you have through injuries, through it all. But you pick enough players to have a good bench as well. And they take the top points, the top scores from the particular positions. And they're about to do a resurrection for best ball for starting on week 6. So you have about another week to set up a draft, which is a pretty cool game as well. I got one in. I'm probably going to do a couple more prior to week 6. But you should get in on the fun, man. So use the code PNP, and you get an additional $10 towards your deposit, your initial deposit. That's using the code PNP.
Shout out to Underdog Fantasy, man. Go over there, help the channel out, man. Sign up. It helps us out tremendously if y'all go over there and make that thing happen. All right. That being said, let me see if I can. Only two remaining, Dave, and one
It's
is
looking like it might just be one at this rate.
yeah. It's looking like one is about to. Ain't looking so hot. I ain't watching the game.
So
but
let's talk about some of these, man, because I
Sure.
watched some of the Baltimore Denver game, and I want your thoughts on something, man. How'd you feel about Baltimore running that last play for 3 yards so they could keep their 100? Have you heard about the 100-yard streak?
I heard
Rushing yard streak?
about it. Yeah,
How you-
fuck yeah, you do it. I would do it.
I don't disagree with what they did, but Denver, I guess the sidelines, Denver's coaches were pissed. But my thing is, you guys were out here trying to throw that touchdown pass on 4th down so the game would be closer. You didn't have to do that either. You could have took a knee and ended that, but you didn't. So I thought it was hilarious how that whole sequence went. But the quarterback that shall remain nameless is hurt. He's concussed. And Drew Lock is back at the helm, and he didn't look too good.
Yeah, he's doing what Drew Lock does too.
Yeah, and the Rams got ransacked. It was bad, bro. It was bad. It was bad. But and I'm not gonna talk about what happened to Carolina. We already went through that.
Yep, just went through that.
And the Raiders ain't looking too wow.
Yeah, I didn't update those. Yeah, Raiders ain't looking too hot, bro. Raiders ain't looking so hot. So that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and open up the phone lines. So we're gonna stay on here for a couple minutes. If you guys want to call in, talk about the game, talk about next week, whatever you want to talk about. Depending on how many calls, we'll sit up here for a little bit and listen to what y'all got to say, man.
Derek Carr's out here looking terrible.
He is, and I had him a part of my daggone thing too.
I did too. Eckler came back, so I'm sitting. We'll see. If I told you which one I'm having faith in right now, you'll laugh. But we'll see.
Man, it's hot up here. It's one thing about having a smart thermostat, man. It'll definitely cut off on your ass. Trying to save energy and shit. Nobody asked you to cut off. You gonna stay your ass on? And don't they know I'm up here? I need to put a daggone motion sensor in here.
You can't change it?
I can't. I just did, but like I don't feel it until I get up here and start recording, and it be hot as shit. Here we go. Any calls? The phone lines are open. Somebody, my bad. 803, call back in. My bad. I missed it.
You're slacking, man.
I don't know why the calls aren't coming through for some reason.
Slacking, bro.
Here we go. I got one.
I didn't hear it ring, so that's
SC Base. What's good, bro? Oh, yeah. What's good?
Hold on a second, man, because
SC Base, hold on one second. Hold on 1 second, bro. Hold on 1 second. I gotta get the audio right. I didn't. All right, now SC Base, what's good, bro?
I was saying the whole game I had a mix of emotions, man. We came out, we was moving the ball, Dallas went up 7-0. We came right down the field and scored. We, and then they were coming back with the ball, and Jeremy Chan forced the fumble. I really believe had we got that fumble call and scored a touchdown, we would have had a momentum the rest of the game. I truly believe that. Even though we couldn't stop the run, even though we couldn't create a pass rush or a block, I just believe had we, got the ball back and maybe scored a touchdown, and us getting the ball back in the second half, the odds would have been in our favor.
I agree with that. I mean, we would never know though, right? I just all I'm gonna say is this: I feel like We had the lead, right? We could talk about ifs, but we had the lead, bro. We had the lead going, and we had the ball.
We had the ball back.
Yeah, we got the ball in the third quarter, or in the beginning of the third quarter. We had it, so it was still our game to control, and we didn't do that.
Right.
We didn't do that, so we could talk about all that. But it is what it is.
And I could be wrong, but coming out of the halftime, didn't we move the ball and get across the field, and then we missed the field goal?
Missed the field goal. I think so. I think you're right. I think that happened. I can't remember. Let me see if I can find the game logs. But yeah, man.
I can't be too upset. It's one game. I mean, I was telling myself that yesterday. I mean, it's 17 games in the season, so I can't be, too mad.
Yep, you're right. So we got the football at the end of the beginning of the third quarter. We got the football, and Zane Gonzalez missed that 54-yarder, and then they got the ball back and they scored.
Yep.
And then after that,
the interception. After that, right?
Yep. Then the interception. So, and then they scored. Then another interception. Yep. Then they got a field goal. And then we scored. They punted. We scored, and that was the end of the game. We couldn't stop that little option shindig that they did.
Yeah, because I mean, their pass rush was getting there in the first half too. But I think Sam did a better job of improvising in the first half. He was running, he was scrambling outside the pocket. So I mean, it was the same. I mean, if I go back and watch the film, I think they were able to get back there just as easily. But the football is a game of inches, man. It's a lot of small things that could turn the hands of the game. So
yeah, you're right. You're right.
But I'm looking for a blowout this week, man. CMC or not, I'm saying 28-10.
Good energy. Good energy. We need that energy. We need that energy. I'm gonna hold my prediction for tomorrow, but that's rather
very aggressive.
It's aggressive, bro.
Yeah.
That's aggressive.
But PNP, I'm gonna get out of here, man. I appreciate all y'all do, man. Keep pounding.
I appreciate it, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
All right. Call real quick. Let me go over this before we get the next person to call in. You're welcome to call in, but let me see if I can get through this real quick because I want to talk about it because y'all was saying. All right, here we go. Never mind. Dang it.
Call from.
We'll talk about it after.
Awesome. Yeah, okay.
To accept.
Austin, what's good, bro?
Yo, what's up, man?
What's good, man?
Yeah, not too much. Yeah, I can. I'll be at the game Sunday too. So
nice.
I'll catch you out there. But yeah, man, like, we like the opposite of the Warriors, man. We ain't got no third quarter. Like nothing. Like we got 2 good quarters, and then it's like we gotta hit that fast forward button to get to the fourth. And then once we're in the fourth, be straight. Just close your eyes. This is it's a learning experience. So, I mean, but all in all, I mean, like nothing was really surprising. I don't know why people were kind of mad at all. Whatever.
Yeah,
we knew what it was. Only thing I'm kind of disappointed about is like the refs are terrible because even this game is terrible right now. Terrible calls. But hey man, Donald got to hit at least one of these long passes, yo. Like just one. That would have changed a whole bunch of things.
He hit one on week 1.
Yeah, and everybody was rah happy when he hit that one week 1, right? All our deep ball problems.
I mean, it's the Jets. Yes, they get paid like everybody else. But JETS just in the season, and that's the Jets.
That was funny. Just in the season was funny.
That's not my joke, so I can't.
No, I know. I got that from somebody else. But that was funny. That was
just
funny.
In the season is hilarious.
Yeah, I mean it's the Jets, and like one more thing too. It's amazing how everybody in the media is saying, "Oh, the Panthers haven't played anybody," right? Then we lose to the Cowboys. Oh, the Cowboys are the best team ever. Look who they just beat. Yo, you can't do it both ways, yo.
I don't listen to that shit. I don't even know what they're saying, bro. I don't even know what they're saying because I don't listen to it. I'm my own
Stephen
media,
A.
dog.
is screaming.
He can scream loud. I'm deaf. I don't hear none of he talking about.
Mm.
I
Screaming
don't
Dave.
listen to none of that shit, bro.
His ratings have fallen. That's why he's got to scream more.
That's basically it, man. Aggie Pride. I'll
Aggie
catch
Pride
you on Sunday, man.
all day,
Aggie
bro.
Pride.
I'll holler at you.
Yep. Deuce.
Peace.
All right, so let me get through a couple of these while we wait on the next person, Dave. So we talked about, especially in the second half, we talked about the run game, right? So we're down. Dag nabbit, I can't get through them. It's okay.
You have to stop the calls if you want to get
I'm
through
gonna stop
it.
the calls in a second. I'm gonna get the calls in a second.
Call from.
Yo, your boy Christopher Thompson. What's up?
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
Chris, what's good, bro?
Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, Rashad and David? Man, how y'all be, man?
Man, we hanging in there, bro. How about yourself?
Hey, bro. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed in this, and I think this was a game we could have won. I couldn't agree with more what y'all guys were talking about in the show and stuff like that, man. But I gotta give another thumbs down to Matt Rule, man. He doesn't manage. It seems like he managed the clock well.
We didn't even talk about that.
That one play where he sent in the extra guy, got a 12-man.
Well, that was on purpose.
On the field.
That was on purpose. That was on purpose. Yeah, that was on purpose to stop the clock. So that was actually good clock management.
Well, okay, I didn't look at it like that. I was just saying,
it was
like,
on purpose.
It seems like every time we run out of timeouts and we don't never have enough. And I mean, like, the guys are struggling to get the play in and stuff like that. So that's what I was
probably last year.
But other than that, CJ Henderson, definitely a stud, man. I mean, we got the steal of the century. I think he's going to be all right. All that stuff these guys are talking about is crazy. He's going to be all right. Just give him a little time.
Yep.
Another guy I want to give kudos to that played good, came in, didn't nobody really take over, is Keith Taylor. Keith Taylor had a good game. Another guy, I mean, Sam Darnold, and this is the other thing too, man. I just get kind of frustrated and stuff like that. And I know that everybody knows the offensive line had their struggles and stuff like that, but when it's obvious, like Matt Paradis was getting killed like that, why didn't we see them bring in Sam Tecklenburg or whatever his name is? I'm like, I want to see some of these guys in action, man. And
I don't think you want to see Tecklenburg. I think he's far worse than Paradis.
So,
I think that's the problem. Yeah, I can't answer.
David Moore from Grambling.
Yeah, I don't know.
Try to get him up to speed on that. I'm kind of baffled on some of this decision stuff, man.
Yeah, the problem is that I feel like some of the options that y'all want to see outside of the rookies, right? So I don't think our rookies should be playing. Those two guys, or at least one of those guys, should be starting alongside of Dennis Daly. Dennis Daly's been playing fine. So Dennis Daly, Taylor Moton, they've been good. So we need to get one of those rookies, Deontay Brown or Christian, in the game.
I don't know about Brady Christian. I'm not sold on him, but I'd like to see him once or twice if he could hold the left side or if he could hold the right. I just want to see it so I know for myself. I'm not saying wait to the where it's primary time and stuff like that, but I'd like to see him come in the game at some time. You know what I'm saying? And and I'm kind of baffled on that running game thing too, man, because kudos to my main man Trevor Hubbard. He really showed out, and he should have got more touches. And I still don't understand why they ran away from it.
Yep.
I mean, where they had to keep passing and stuff. Where he was running good, man. There was one stretch he was getting 12, 13 yards a pop. Yep. And nope, you gonna stop that in the middle of that. That makes no sense to me at all. And kudos to Brian Zylstra because he came in the game, and I think that was something I've been wanting to see a lot more. Like, if you keep running Robbie downfield and he keep missing passes, man, he's getting tired. So I didn't see them substitute nobody. Like, he could have came in a couple times for him. You know what I'm saying? Like Shaq Smith, I don't know if he was available, but I'd like to see him come in.
He wasn't available. He didn't get a jersey.
Well, I'm just saying they don't seem like they substitute the guys well to me, man. And it's like, even in the red zone, something. I mean, that one play with Tommy Tremble where he took two people out and then they brought DJ Moore. That might be a play they need to start trying too. That seemed like it worked. But I'm just kind of a little frustrated on this thing, man, because this was a game I thought that every time we get on prime time, we don't never seem like we show up. But we play good. But I'm like, I'm tired of this close but no cigar type deal. I want them to go ahead and do what they gotta do.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree with a lot of what you said, man. Shout out to my man BZ. He did have a nice catch and run there. He had a hell of a game. So, right, man. Good call. Good call, man. Appreciate you.
Hey, no problem, though. Take care, man.
Have a good one, man.
All right, let me stop the calls, bro. I gotta stop the calls. So I want to get through this. I think it's important. It's important. All right. So, so we talked about the lack of the run game, right? We talk about lack of run game, and I just want to go over a couple things because I feel like it's important to point out. And I got the game log up over here, so it's So if you look at what happened at the beginning of the third quarter, right? Beginning of the third quarter, 1st and 10, Chuba Hubbard, right tackle, 7 yards. But offensive holding from Dennis Daly, take him back. That puts us in position to have to throw the football. But Sam Darnold completes a pass to DJ Moore for 39 yards. That's where he did the splits. And then we do an end around to Robbie Anderson for 3 yards. 2nd and 7, you get a Sam Darnold pass to Terrace Marshall's incomplete. 3rd down and 7, you do a Sam Darnold pass to DJ Moore incomplete, and then we have to settle for a field goal. So you tell me why Chuba Hubbard didn't get a touch when we're at the Dallas 39-yard line. We're in scoring position, and we do an end around to Robbie Anderson for 3 yards. It's 2nd and 7, and we throw the ball 2 times for incomplete passes to settle for 4th down. Now, why couldn't Chuba Hubbard get a touch in that drive? I want answers.
You want an answer from me?
I want it because people were saying, "Oh, you got stopped." Blah, 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 we could. Give me some answers.
You don't want my answer. Let me know when you're ready for my answer.
Go ahead, Dave. I'm ready.
His name isn't Christian McCaffrey. As simple as that. Like you can't. You can't. There's no other way to put it. Like, the concept of next man up is you don't change your game plan as much if you have faith in the guy behind the starter. It's next man up.
Yeah.
So your game plan should be the same. They didn't have the same game plan, and that's on Brady and Rule. Period. And we didn't even get into the clock management roles of Rule. Like, I'm kind of mad at myself for not talking about that.
Yeah, we did. That's your thing. Usually you get all up in the clock management, Dave.
Man, piss poor. Terrible.
So then let's continue, Dave, because it's another. So now the Dallas Cowboys go down and score. It's 20-14. So we're still in it. You can still run the football, right?
Yeah.
Chuba Hubbard goes for 3 yards on 1st down, and then we throw the football. 2nd and 7, throwing the football. Sam Darnold incomplete short to Terrace Marshall. 3rd and 7, throw it again. We drop back, and 3rd and 7, Sam Darnold sacked for -6 yards. 3 and out, punt the football. Give the football back to Dallas. They score again. So now it scores 26-14. You're still early in the third quarter. It's still 7 minutes left in the third quarter. You still got time. It's not panic mode here. It's plenty of possessions left in the game. So then we start first and 10. Sam Darnold throws incomplete pass. Then he throws another incomplete pass to Robbie Anderson. And then on 3rd and 1, I don't know how we got the 3rd and 1 there. Oh, no. So Robbie Anderson gets a short pass for 9 yards. It's 3rd and 1. Sam Darnold, QB sneak, no gain. 4th and 1, they do the little trickery to DJ Moore. And then 1st and 10. 1st and 10, here we go. 1st and 10, Chuba Hubbard, 7-yard carry. 2nd and 3, Chuba Hubbard, that's where he gets bottled up. They try to run again. He goes for -2. Then they go for 3rd and 5. They throw the football and it's intercepted by Diggs. All right. So you're talking one negative play there. They tried right there. I give them credit for that. Then Dallas goes back and score again. It's still in the third quarter. It's still 33-7. 33-14. They're still running the football. They give the football to Chuba Hubbard. They give it to him. 7-yard gain. 2nd and 3, incomplete pass to Robbie Anderson. 3rd and 3, intercepted again. So why you not running the football? You still in the third quarter.
Christian McCaffrey, man.
And it goes on and on from there.
It's annoying, and I got annoyed throughout the game because I always felt like we were in it, and we kind of blew our opportunities there. So, yeah, man, unacceptable. It's unacceptable.
Yeah, so it's all good, man. And listen, I'm not stressing about this loss, and no Panther fan should be stressing about the Dallas loss. We got manhandled in the trenches. I see it in the chat. Yes, we got manhandled in the trench. I think it was a wake-up call. We thought we was go out there. We had some good defensive performances, some dominated defensive performances, and we went out there and we got manhandled. We got manhandled by a good offensive line. We got out-schemed, everything. So we got to go back to the drawing board. Phil Snow, winter. We need winter to come. Okay, we need to be cold outside. All right, and so it wasn't cold. It was really warm in the desert. I feel like we was in the desert on Sunday. And we got to bounce back against Philly. Philly is a team that's hungry. Do we have a more talented roster than them? Yes. Should we beat them? Yes. But games aren't won on paper. You got to go out there and execute. So we're going to preview that game tomorrow. That being said, Dave, you got anything else you want to tell the people?
Nah, man. Nah. Yo, Justin Herbert is killing these dudes. I'm gonna lose all my money. This is why I knew where to fold him, man. You sitting in a good spot, it looks like, though.
No, I'm not.
Who you had? You had Carr? Unless
he's starting the ball.
Carr's got to slang it in the second half. He has to.
He has to, but then what is Herbert and them going to continue to sling it? And he got to get it to my man Brian Edwards too. He ain't got a damn catch.
He doesn't.
But yeah, man. Bottom line, man, we got outcoached. We got handled in the trenches. Next, we got to forget about this. Next game up, we weren't gonna go 17-0. We had to drop some games. It's all good. So it is what it is. All right. That being said, we about to get up out of here. Make sure you join us tomorrow, 8 p.m. to go over the Saints. The Philadelphia Eagles game. All right, we're gonna preview with my man Joe Castro. Real cool cat. We're gonna link up with him and talk about the game. All right. That being said, like, subscribe, support us at Underdog Fantasy and MyBookie and CBDX. That being said, keep pounding. We out.
Peace out, guys. Y'all have a good one.